Ukraine has declared a day of national mourning after 25 people were killed in the latest violence to hit the country. Thousands of security forces continue their crackdown as protesters dig in for another day of confrontation. George Thomas has more from the region.
Across Ukraine, the stunning images from the capital city of violence never seen since the days of independence more than 20 years ago. As many here worried about a bloody civil war. Overnight, large sections of the protest camp in the heart of Kiev was on fire.
I think that today, after all this, people will rise up for real.
Some 10,000 government forces surrounded the demonstrators, eventually moving in and seizing control of a third of Independence Square.
It is really scary. We can't understand how the government can hate their people so much. But on the other hand, it is not scary here, because when you come to Independence Square, it is obvious that people are united, and they are staying until the end.
Throughout the night, anti-government demonstrators battled with stones and Molotov cocktails against police armed with stun grenades, rubber bullets and water cannons. Today, protesters are back on the square, digging in for another day of confrontation.
This is the last war, the last chance for us. If we leave now, everything will be broken.
The crisis began last November when Ukraine's president rejected a trade deal with the European Union. The protesters want closer ties with Europe. The president wants to side with Putin.
I think Putin would love to have Ukraine under his leadership.
Steve Weber leads CBN's office in Ukraine. He says from Kremlin's perspective, Russia has no borders.
There is a union between Kazakhstan and Belarus and Russia, kind of an economic consolidation, but he wants Ukraine in that.
Ukraine gained its independence from the former Soviet Union back in 1991, and ever since then this nation has been searching for its true identity. In fact, half the country is evenly split. The east side is pro-Russian, the west side pro-European, and this crisis has only deepened those divisions.
Meanwhile, churches across denominations have been actively involved, seizing the opportunity to speak truth and hope into the political crisis. They've held 24-hour prayer vigils and conducted numerous evangelistic outreaches.
We are not embarrassed to name the name of God, not embarrassed to name the name of Jesus Christ. We've got placards down there on Maidan of saying, pray to Jesus. Jesus has the future for our nation.
This morning on Facebook, Weber called people around the world to pray for Ukraine.
We just need to pray that there will be a whole new generation of people who really want to serve and be leaders in the government, not for personal benefit, but for the good of the people.
George Thomas, CBN News.